Hey, what's up, guys? Wanted to make this video today about the fitness industry and how things work in the fitness industry. And one of the things that I've found, especially for a lot of my new clients, I get emails about this all the time. But if you're new to fitness, one of the things that I've found is it's easy for you to get lost, especially nowadays, more so than ever when you're first starting working out. And part of the reason for that is because of the wide marketing in the fitness industry that you see. When you first start working out, you have a vision and you know what you want to accomplish and you have an idea of how you're going to do it. But one of the things that I found is after about 2-3 weeks of your hard work, you think and this is mainly mental, but you think you're plateauing. Because what's happened is you've maybe made some new friends in the fitness industry, or you're adding people on Facebook or following people on Instagram who have obtained that physique or that set of skills that you want to acquire as an athlete. And you may start looking at what are they doing to be where they're at. What products are they taking? It could be even what clothes they're wearing. It could be what they're eating. It could be the style of their training. It could really be anything. And that's where I said it's really misleading when you're first starting out because there's so much out there. And the biggest thing that you need to focus on is staying with what you know, staying with the plan that you're on. So that visualization in your head, or the end product, what you want to be, you need to keep working hard at what you're doing until you learn how your body reacts. And I'm not talking about by 2-3 weeks in. I'm talking about after the training period. If the program that you're on is an 8-week program, you need to stick with it that 8 weeks, that whole entire 8 weeks before you go starting something else. It's very important, especially if you're a young athlete. Don't give up on what you're doing. Keep working hard at it, and it's going to take a lot of patience. It's going to take a lot of dedication, but you'll get there. So don't give up and don't buy into all the marketing that's out there. And you guys, especially if you're first starting out, because this actually has happened to me, and that's why I'm thinking so much about this. Is because when I was younger, I was in wrestling, I was in football, I played lacrosse, and one thing I knew that I wanted to do was that I wanted to become better at that, and I wanted to be the best at that. So I started looking at magazines, and I started looking at things online, and you see, marketing with, the athlete that you inspire, you look up to, and they'll have all the supplements that they take. And one of the things is that you buy into that very easily because you're thinking that if I want to be on this level, I need to be doing X, Y, and Z. And it's easy to get distracted from your plan. So the second that I decided when I was that age that that's what I needed to do is the second that I deviated from my plan. And what ultimately ended up happening was that it took time away from my progress. So I was off doing this when I should have been sticking to the plan. And what happened was I didn't get the results that I originally set out for to get. And then when I first, started going off and, taking it, I thought that I was getting what I needed. But the reality was that, eventually that had its cutoff limit because the plan that was set forth for me was the one that I needed to be on. And once I came back to that, then again, my results started going back up. So the point here is stay with what you know. Stay with the basics, especially if you're first starting out. Learn your body and learn how it reacts to, the meal plans, to the training, to your regimen that you have. And make micro adjustments. You don't need to be making this huge drastic change in everything that you need to do because, so-and-so is doing it on Instagram. So stick with what you guys have. And if you have any other questions, feel free to email me at begfitnesstraining@gmail.com. Peace, guys.